Mike, we're going to make my chai spice pear muffins, which is probably a good thing because my tummy's rumbling and I evidently need a snack. So to make them, I'm going to start with our wet ingredients in the bowl, some extra virgin olive oil, which I love using in baking because it's versatile and easy to use. You could also use melted butter if that's your thing. But while I get the wet ingredients together, I'd love for you to read my mind.
Oh, I'm pretty sure the pears were going to come into play pretty quickly.
Drain 1.5 cups of the pears. These are a ready prepped pear, which I absolutely love. And then we can chop them up, or if you like something a little bit more chunky, then you can actually leave them as whole pieces into the muffin as well and just look at them coming out and being like big juicy pieces of pear in the muffins.
I love how you bake. It's all in one bowl, it's delicious, but it's simple, it's really achievable.
I want it to be really simple for people to actually achieve so that they can maintain it and they can sustain their health and their longevity. I've sweetened with some honey. We're going to get our eggs in. I've got 3 eggs in this recipe to help bind it because I'm not using a traditional wheat flour. Our flour as such is our almond meal today. So I need other ingredients to help bind all the foods together. And some vanilla extract.
Can I ask why almond meal for this one?
I like gluten-free options for muffins. I love being able to find, especially with baked goods and sweet treats, healthier ways to still make them very similar to the original, but with more nutritious ingredients in them. So the combination of the almond meal as well as the nuts and seeds in this recipe ensures that there's lovely, healthy fats in there, and I love healthy fats. It's actually what's going to help keep you fuller for longer. I have some spices here. It's a chai spice pear muffin. So we've got our cinnamon, our ginger, and our cardamom, and also some baking powder to help it rise.
The aroma is a 100% chai. Like it's one of my favourite smells. I love a chai tea and I always make my own because it's pretty expensive to buy the chai tea packets.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to make your home and you've basically given everyone a quick recipe.
That's right. I'm here for it. All right, so we've got our wet ingredients all whisked together. We will, what do you think? Should we leave it so they're nice and chunky?
Up to you.
Or should we cut them up a little bit?
Do you want me to cut them up a little bit?
Maybe we'll just cut them up ever so slightly.
She wants me to do extra work. What a surprise.
And I've also got the fresh dates in there as well. You noticed I only used about 1/4 cup of honey. So we're going to bring sweetness through fruit, which is something I also love to do in healthier baked treats, because if we can find a way to sweeten through the fruit that also contains the fibre and other vitamins and minerals, then that's a really fun little hack for you. Pretty generous cup of chopped up dates is a good one. So as you're getting the dates in, just separate them a little bit so they don't all clump together. All right, we have some sunflower seeds, which I love for those healthy fats and fibre. Also some walnuts, which we're going to crush some in, and I'll get your help with that too, Mike. Walnuts are also lovely and rich in omega-3 fats. So let's get some omega-3 fats through a handful of walnuts and some other raw nuts and seeds each day as a snack. We'll get our almond meal in as well. I love that the almond meal and other things like hazelnut meal are so readily available these days too as well, right? Like when all the gluten-free ingredients first came out, it was sort of, you had to like hunt through
You had to go to the health food shops to find them or buy them online.
And now it's just everywhere.
Almond is a great flavour booster as well.
It is. Okay, that's pretty good to go. Now we'll fold through some of our pears and reserve some from the top. So Mike, do you want to get a little spoon so that we've got some to pop on the top as well? And depending on the size of your muffin tin as well, right? This is a real cafe-style muffin tin, I would say. It's quite deep, so we'll see how many we get out of here. Thanking you. And then if you come in after I've scooped and get some of those extra pears onto the top,
no problem.
We'll fill our muffin cases about 3/4 full so that there's that room for rising.
They look amazing.
You know they're wholesome when they've got lots of chunky fruits and nuts and things in there as well.
And that's when you know it's going to eat well as well, because it will keep it moist as it cooks. It will flavour it. You know, like, let's be honest, best bit of the muffin is usually the top.
Yes, the muffin top.
100%, the muffin top. But when you do it like this, it should eat better the whole way through. It should be juicy and moist and delicious.
So we'll scoop the rest of these into their little cases and then pop them into the oven at 165 degrees. You'll notice that it's a lower heat because the nature of almond meal, you don't want to have it at a high heat or it can burn. And we're going to cook them for around 30 minutes. Mike, these have cooled down a little bit. I made you a cuppa because I figured a muffin without a cuppa is just not a muffin at all.
It's not a muffin at all. And this is probably one of the most beautiful cuppas you've made me.
Oh, look, I do my best to impress. Here we go. You can see there's lots of juicy bits of the fruit. The pears you can see on top.
Beautiful.
Very wholesome, if I may say so myself. Nothing like a cake in a dress. All right, let's open it up and have a try. It feels going to be juicy from all of the delicious pear on the inside.
Look at that.
There we go. Now that's what I'm after in a muffin. Lots of chunky bits of fruit. Great with a cup of tea. All those delicious chai spices in there, so really warming and flavoursome. Team beautifully with the pear.
That is stunning. Stunning. Moist, juicy, delicious. The pears are prominent in flavour. They've still got a bit of texture to them. The dates and the sweetness that you... Honestly, gobsmacked.
Ah, that makes me very excited. But really, this is a recipe that I cook probably weekly in our house. Really wholesome, really delicious, and a lovely way to pack more nutrition into a muffin.
I'm going to nick this one.